Good morning, students. Do you know why do you go to school? Why do your parents spend so much money on your education? Because they just want you to become successful and responsible enough to take your decision on your own at times. You will get so many options in your life, and sometimes it becomes difficult to decide what is wrong and what is right. For example, after passing 10th standard, you will get many options to choose your stream for a successful career. That will be your biggest decision, will decide your future. Most students follow a crowd blindly and sometimes take wrong decision. Here your knowledge and your wisdom will work. Children, life is full of choices, and the aspect of choosing is inevitable in human life. Means you cannot avoid, you have to make a choice. The well-known poem, The Road Not Taken, is about making choice and the choices that shapes you. It is written by an American poet, Robert Frost, who writes simply but insightfully about common and ordinary experiences.
Now start with stanza 1. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Diverged means separated and took a different direction. Undergrowth means dense growth of plants and bushes. Here poet says he is standing at the junction where the road is separated into two. It happens in a yellow wood, where decomposing leaves shed from trees. It represents a world where people have been living since very long. The poet says he could not travel both roads. As he is one person, he could not travel both. He could travel one road only. He keeps standing there and looked at the path carefully, as far as he could see it, whether it is suitable for him or not. He is able to see the path from where it is curved, after which it is covered with trees and is hidden. Actually, students, it happens in our life also. When we have choices, we have alternatives, but we have to choose only one of them. We take time to think about pros and cons, whether it is suitable for us or not, and only then we take a decision on what path we should choose.
In second stanza, he says, Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. As fair means as good as the other one. Better claim means better option. Grassy means unused. Wanted wear means had not been used. In this stanza, he says, after checking one path, the poet decides to walk on another path because he feels the both paths are equally good. He says, just as fair. Further, he says, maybe this path will be better for him. So he chooses it as it has grass on it, which means it is not walked by many people. So being adventurous, he is tempted, he is attracted to take less traveled path. After he has traveled on one path, he realizes both the paths have been worn out the same way. Even in our life, we take any path or option, but all of them have some benefits, disadvantages, problems, challenges, and we must face them.
Let's start with stanza 3. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Here trodden means walked over. In the stanza, poet says, both the paths seems to be same. Both have leaves on them, and no one has stepped on them, as they are still green in color. He decides that he will keep the other path for another day. He is very much clear in his mind that one path leads to another way. He could not go back on choice he has made. Some way in our life, if once we have decided our path, we cannot come back to take the other option or other path.
Stanza 4. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Sigh means deep breath. Ages and ages in the future. In this passage he says that in the future he will take a deep breath and say that once upon a time he had reached such a point in the life that there were two options for him, and he travelled on the road which he had been travelled upon by lesser number of people. The decision which he took decided his future. It had altered the course of his life. There is a strong message to you all that you should be wise and be careful while making choices out of the option that you have in your life. Because your future, your whole life depends on the choice that you make today. Now, I will explain you about the poetic devices used in stanza 1. Two roads is a symbol which represents choices in our life. In line 2, 3 and 4, you can see these lines start with and. It means anaphora technique is used here. Now look at the rhyming scheme. Would rhymes stood, stood rhymes could. So A for would, A for stood and A for could. Both rhymes undergrowth. B stands for both, B stands for undergrowth. So rhyming scheme will be A, B, A, B. Now in stanza 2, rhyming scheme is the same, A, B, A, B, because fair rhymes where rhymes there, claim rhymes same. In line 3, you can observe the word were is repeated, wanted where, and in line 4, the is repeated, though, that, the, there. So the alliteration technique is used in these two lines. In stanza 3, rhyming scheme is again same, A, B, A, B. Lay rhymes day, day rhymes way. These three are A. Black rhymes back. These two are B. And in the line 3, for sound is repeated. First, for. So alliteration is again used in the stanza 3 also. In this stanza 4, rhyming scheme is same, A, B, A, B. And the word ages and ages, this is repetition of the word.
Hope you have understood the poem. Thank you.